Alright, mate.
It's shell V-power. Having our pants pulled down this car. Suiting that mask, by the way.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, we've got the RS4 behind us. Today's the day that is going to get a BHP check, so we're off to Awesome GTi.
Yeah, a good friend of mine told me about Awesome GTi. Said to get down there, introduce ourselves to the guys down there and get our car on the dyno.
So if you watched the previous video, one of the previous videos where we dragged that, and we were quite far off, probably about half a second off the manufacturer's time.
Roughly, yeah. Some people said that it was around on paper it should have been 4.8 seconds to 60. When I looked on the internet, I found 4.3 seconds to 60. We were around, well, I was 4.9, you were 4.94. You were obviously slower than me.
Well, we still got both of us got 4.9 seconds.
4.94.
Yeah, but both of us got 4.9. You don't count the 4 at the end. How many times I've told him about this loads of times.
You count the 4. You count the 4 in any other motorsport. 4.94.
This is just us pissing around.
You don't see on Santa Pod just 4.9 or 10.9 or whatever. You see 10.9434 or whatever.
No one cares about.
Of course they do. They care.
0.04 because that's what it is. 0.04 of a second.
I care. I won.
So obviously we are miles off the manufacturer's time for that. So we were thinking, I was thinking it was going to be 370, 380. You were roughly the same, weren't you, about the horsepower that's kicking out?
Yeah.
So this is the first little bit of doing work on this car because we need to know what power we're running before we do the modifications. There's no point in modifying it and then doing a rolling road after about 6 months and saying, oh yeah, we're running 450 horsepower or whatever. And then we were like, what did it start out at? So today we're going to find out exactly what it's running. It's not going to be much, but we're hoping for around 380. So we've got a bit of a star of the RS4. So when we bought the car, we got given this for free. And if you see Cookie Monster, whoever he is in the back, he's been in every single video up to now that we featured in this car. So, you know, he's a bit of a celebrity now. And he's got to be the favourite bit about the car, surely.
Definitely.
So if you're ever thinking about buying a V8, make sure you've got deep pockets because it needs SO V-power
or Shell V-power.
So if you're thinking about getting a V8, make sure you've got deep pockets because it needs SO V-power and it's not cheap, is it?
No, although that's Shell V-power, not SO V-power.
Why do I keep saying SO?
I don't know, you've said it twice and I've corrected you twice.
If you're thinking about, we're actually in a petrol station now, if you're thinking about getting a V8, make sure it's got SO V-power in it because it's not
Shell, it's Shell V-power. You've said it again.
Spa V-power.
Spa V-power.
So even though it says V-power here,
it's only diesel V-power.
Yeah, just diesel, so not looking good. On to the next one. We've got 25 miles left in the V8 and we've got about 2 miles to get to the next service station, which in a V8 means 25 miles means about 5 miles with the way you drive. So finally found some V-power. Look at him, he's still happy about his win the other day.
What are you saying?
You're saying you're still being smug about your draggy win the other day, aren't you?
Of course I am, I won.
Cookie Monster's up front now, keeping Ben company. Alright mate.
You literally 2 minutes ago you just gone, I'm 48 in 2 weeks, mate.
Never grow up. What's your views on the car? What do you think it's going to do? Is he going with 360 or?
I think you whispered into me here before saying 360, yeah?
360 horsepower, 380, 370. So we're not far off Awesome GTi now, literally 2 minutes away. So just for the purpose of safety, Cookie Monster's got to go in the boot. See you later, mate.
Sorry, mate. See you in a minute.
Where's he going?
He said, that's it, thanks very much for my new car.
Does he actually work in here? Has he just gone off with our motor? So we need to go in there, and he's just gone that way.
He's just fucked off. He said, just going to take it to the roundabout and back. I don't know if it's just to warm it up or what, I don't know.
Yeah, you've already warmed it up.
I warmed it up. Yeah, it's fine. But he went, there's an engine management light on this, you know? And I said, yeah. Told him I'd fitted the clutch switch because I'm practically a trained Audi technician now. So so don't worry about it, pal. But I don't have the gear to take the switch back off, so he's just said that he'll plug it in for us, take it back off. Hopefully then it doesn't come back on. If it does, then we know it's probably going to be the low efficiency cap thing, and that means a new exhaust system.
Yeah. Here's when he says I can't do it because it's knackered. So we've got a squeak coming off the front when you've gone full lock. So sounds like
Power steering pump apparently.
So
more money.
Rs4 tax. It's going to probably be about 500 quid.
Having our pants pulled down this car.
We're going to do 2 runs, which is going to get calibrated, and then on the 3rd one we're going to be able to actually film the progress and see what it's running out.
Smart.
Finally a nice set of wheels.
Got a wheel fetish. You know how some people have like feet fetishes and shit like that? Balloon fetishes. Wheels, weird.
And that is definitely a car that's going to be showing up at some point on our channel. Brand new RS6. So we was coming out to do the 3rd run, but we've had a problem, right?
Yeah, so the car's fucked. Is a very short story. So it could be a fueling issue, could be anything really. There's loads of different things it could be. Yeah, so he said that he strongly advises against running it for a 3rd time because it will probably blow up. So we did a 340 odd horsepower first run, 351 was it? 2nd run. So yeah, it's probably not worth doing it again, so the young gentleman has told us. So it's pulling timing or something. It's like 9 degrees where it should be like 3 degrees, and then ramp its way back up, but this is starting straight off at like 9 degrees, so we need to find out exactly. It could be a fuel issue, it could be one of a million things he's told us, so now we're going to go and find out. So the stuff we're going to do now is we have to run that V-powered out of it and run 2 full tanks of Tesco 99 momentum in it, get that running through the system. We're going to bring it back in about 3 weeks when we've run all that fuel. Then we're going to get it tuned, then get it back on the rolling road, and then hopefully the fault is sort of like, you know, the engine blowing up isn't going to happen. So that's what's sort of like what we're going to have to do. So a bit annoying really that there's that many problems with it, but it suits you that fast, by the way.
I know, yeah.
Major improvement.
Beautiful. So we're going to get it back to standard, change the plugs, do a service on it, just check the oil, do all that type of stuff. Just get it running right, because obviously 351 at the most is miles away, 414 which it should be. Then we'll get it back standard, and then we'll look at doing the carbon clean and all that type of stuff, and then maybe see what else down the line.
So he doesn't know whether there's a bit of a tune on it, like a dodgy tune. We don't know if it's been running on terrible fuel. There's loads of things, but he said the first thing to do is run the fuel out of it, get it serviced, and then put some Tesco momentum in it, because he said that's better. Run that for a bit, get it back in here, see how it goes. He said a carbon clean won't go amiss. Maybe
after
new
it's
injectors.
Been put back to standard.
Yeah, after he's been flashed the ECU back to standard. Hopefully this isn't going to be too expensive, because I'm definitely going to blame Lee.
But our cheap car has just become expensive.
Very expensive.
It's still cheap.
Are you a bird?
So it actually gets worse. We've now got to pay for the rolling road, so we're paying for the privilege of finding out the car's knackered. Or I should say, you're paying for the rolling road.
Brilliant.
It's your car, you're an Audi fan.
I don't want to talk about it.
So hope you enjoyed that video. I absolutely didn't, because it's cost us money and it's a bag of shit basically. 351 horsepower. You told me to buy Audis. Audis are great, they're amazing.
It was your idea to buy this one. I want to buy a different one.
At least when I buy a decent car, it's going to be 570 horsepower when we do get it on a dyno. Even the Focus is better.
I'd laugh if that's not 570 horsepower.
Well, you're going to have to check that
I'd
for
laugh.
that.
That'd be
That
funny.
means definitely subscribe. Doesn't matter about liking, but we won't mind a like anyway. But definitely subscribe, hit the bell, because then you'll see when we get these two on. See who's right. That one's definitely going to be kicking out 570. That one's definitely going to be kicking out 345 minimum. This one, forget it.
Rubbish. We need to get it sorted. You need to fix it. Get your money out.
It's your car.
What? It's no to do with me, this. No to do with me. Forget it.
It says you bought it.
No
Where
chance.
you going?
Nothing to do with me.
Get back here. You can't go off the thing now.
No to do with me. It's even got a gozzy eye. Look at the state of that. I've only just realised how bad that actually is. That's shite.
It needs a wash, I know that.
Car's fucked.
Bye.